We are here at HPE Discover, and I'm joined by Rafaqat Chaudhary, Chief Technologist, RAN Automation Communications Technology Group at Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and Richard Yuan, Senior Technology Architect at Telus Communications, and they're here to discuss automation solutions for Open RAN. So Richard, what issues has Telus been having with disaggregation?
Yeah, so Telus, we're one of the three major operators in Canada. So we have residential phone line, cell phone services. So when we talk about the Open RAN, it's really different than the traditional cloud because when you think about the cloud infrastructure, it's always in data center. So there's lots of things not thinking about that much seriously, such as security, the scale, the automation. Think about the cell site. You have thousands cell sites. How can you go to each cell site to do the data center style of computer deployment? So that's the RAN specialty of the edge cloud RAN. So what we have seen, there are lots of things we have been asking, and HPE provided a solution. We have done a proof of concept in Telus Lab this year. One of the things is security. How do you trust the computer you put on your edge location, the physical location? Because easily somebody else will put something, right? So HP has a solution of hardware certificate on the device so that you can, before your network connected, so you can validate the authentication. So that's a really cool feature. And we don't see other vendor offer this kind of functionality. The other one is the IPv6 and the full auto, we call it zero touch provisioning, ZTP. So we can remotely to do, we have done in the, here show the POC is, we have done the Red Hat Linux, we have done Wind River Cloud. So it's all automated from remote side. It's a really cool feature.
So Rafaqat, can you tell us what solution HPE has for the issues that Telus might have in this situation?
So HP announced earlier this year a new Open RAN SMO solution, Service Management Orchestration solution called HP RAN Automation. HP RAN Automation provides full zero-touch provisioning for the entire life cycle of the RAN, from the initial deployment to the day zero to day one configuration and optimization. So the first part that we tackled with, especially in this infrastructure, was how to do secure zero-touch provisioning for our HP DL110 server. So we use an HP technology that is burnt into, as a security certificate burnt into the hardware that comes from the factory, and we preload that into the automation solution, and provision that into the Radius server within Telus Radius site, so that when the server comes up, it's authenticated before even it can get on the network and get an IP address. So once it is on the network, we go and discover all the inventory. We provision based on the site profile, whether it has to be, this type of a site with certain operating system like Wind River, or another site with, let's say, another type of a Linux or OS software. So we provision everything from firmware to the OS, configuration of drivers and libraries, and then deploying the VDU software on that, right? So that is the overall functionality. Let me show you some of the new functionality that we built this year in the solution. One of the things that we have introduced in this version of the solution since last year is graphical topology for all of the RAN sites, from the infrastructure as well as from the radio side. So like we can see here, we can go to the specific infrastructure, the server on the radio side, and see all the right, latest statuses, as well as performance data and metrics that would be shown for hardware as well as the operating system, and also the containers or virtual machines that are deployed on that. And we have visibility not just for the infrastructure, but also for the radio side as well. So you can see here, you can see different kind of radios that have been deployed on different sites. We can zoom into specific cell and see the performance information and initiate some configuration or optimization scenarios as well. Going back to the main screen, so you can see that we can see different performance dashboards, and all the performance data, and we use this data to correlate with the application data as well as the NMS data for the radio part, and try to do more automated closed loop operations on the overall RAN infrastructure side. So one of the things that we introduced, other than this geographical topology, is the support for the Wind River operating system, Wind River cloud platform for the edge, for the RAN edge, because some of the radio software needs that. We also bring in support for or integration with HP GreenLake solution that helps us bringing another layer of security. So whenever a server comes up, it calls home, gets authenticated that this is the right server for the right location, and then we do the we can push secure firmware securely via the solution. The other thing that we introduce is that we're trying to bring openness into the architecture. So we are onboarding third-party solutions. So one of the latest integration has been to onboard a specialized ORAN vendor called IS Wireless out of Poland, and we have successfully onboarded their VDU and VCU software onto the solution, and also now using it to integrate our open RAN interfaces like O1. We also, from the RAN optimization point of view, are bringing in third-party SON applications as well. So one of the vendors that we have onboarded recently is AirHop, one of the well-known vendors. So we provide out-of-the-box use cases from our partner Cellwise Qualcomm, but also bring in third-party as well. So that helps customers bring in any radio innovation on top of the platform that we provide, that brings in the data as well as the orchestration technology together. So you're not limited to the applications that we provide. You can bring in any third-party applications. Now, for the next stage of the solution, we are working on to support Red Hat single node as well, because some of the radio software vendors, they're going to need that. We are also working to bring in support for third-party hardware, because some of the customers, they would like to have some diversity in their infrastructure, although we have special capabilities for our own telco optimized server, HP DL110, ProLAN DL110, some specialized analytics and AI capabilities for that. And we are also, so our idea is to bring an open platform to the market, which allows any kind of third parties, whether it's hardware, whether it's radio software, as well as third party radio apps or our apps in open RAN terminology. So the end goal is that we want to enable our customers with an open architecture so they can reap the benefits, the real benefits of RAN disaggregation, which is that they are able to mix and match different components from different vendors.
And allows them to keep some of their legacy infrastructure in place.
Yeah, so one of the things, thank you for raising this question. So one of the things that we do with HP RAN automation is we provide what we call hybrid RAN management. So we're not just managing the new virtualized or open RAN component, but also all the legacy install base that we'll have. And that install base is going to be in operation for a couple of years, right? So we cannot have two silos operating in different way. So HP RAN automation that provides seamless management, whether it's you have a single vendor RAN solution, vRAN, as well as open RAN with a common single console with the common processes and tool sets to simplify operations.
Excellent. Rafaqat, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.